And welcome back to the New Regrets podcast. I don't have a normal opening like I usually do. I'm Tyler.
And I'm a fucking annoying bitch.
Me, though.
Named Leah.
Leah, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we are talking about... We're talking...
I don't ever want to dance again.
Deadpool comes in. No, we are talking about love. True love. If y'all have not seen the fucking Princess Bride, watch that shit. But no, we're talking about love today.
I actually have not seen the Princess Bride. I own it, though.
What? Oh my god, it's so good. It's worth it. Watch it, please. It's so good.
I will.
It's like, have you ever seen Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Yes.
You know the guy that plays Robin Hood?
Yeah.
He plays Wesley, which is like one of the, like the main character in that movie.
Yeah, and Andre the Giant's in it, too.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. Oh my god. Watch it.
I will.
I should have talked about that movie in our last episode.
We have more episodes to do.
That's true. We have a part 2 that we still... Probably, well, part like 500s that we still have left to do.
We'll probably have a fuck ton of them.
True.
So, because we're going to talk about love today, I think the episode title I've had picked out already since you told me this is what we're talking about. Episode 6. Our suicide letters.
Fuck.
Actually, that probably would fuck up the iTunes, shit, what's it called?
Rating?
Algorithm?
Yeah.
Like, we would probably just be like,
yeah.
If this were YouTube, we would be demonetized.
Yeah.
But just know, this is essentially my suicide letter, at least. Dabbing on them.
God fucking damn it. I'm Stop! You know, like a bobblehead in the car that you would have? That's what you look like right now. I wish you guys could see us sometimes because of the weird shit we do.
Well, when we get an actual, like, space to record that's not
my god, okay. Dust bug. There was a dust. It flew up my nose.
She's dying.
I was dying.
If we ever get a real recording space that's not my fucking basement, we will definitely start to do video.
Oh, for sure.
Because I only own 900 goddamn cameras.
Mm-hmm. I need to get a camera just because I love photography. Anyways, to kind of steer back to what we're actually talking about, don't ask me why. I came up with the idea for this episode probably because I'm a little whipped ass bitch right now. And I wouldn't say that, like, I'm in love, but I definitely do love someone. Like, I love a lot of people, but, like, the romantic love, I guess.
I mean, there's a difference between loving someone and being in love with someone.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
And I mean, I'm not to, like, being in love yet. I think that's too soon. But, like, I definitely do love him, obviously. But anyway, moving on. So that's basically what we're talking about today. Basically, this is going to be the worst episode we've ever done in our entire lives because...
Unless you've listened to the first one.
Because clearly we're literally... Dr. Love. We know everything there is to know about love, obviously.
Oh my god. If we get an actual fan base at some point, we need to have a call-in show.
That is a terrible idea.
I know, that's why it'd be great.
It's like calling, hello? Nope.
Hi, this is Kyle from Seattle. Oh, bye!
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
What the fuck
is up? What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what did you say, dude? What the fuck, dude? Step the fuck up, Kyle. That guy's my hero. Anyways, so yeah. Love. What a strange, beautiful, terrible, tormentful, ugly, but also awesome thing to experience. It's great for experiencing, making, and fucking up.
Yeah, love is the most beautiful, ugly fucking thing in the world.
True.
I mean, like, I love to be in love. Unless I fuck it up.
Same.
Hashtag, my entire life is just fucked up love. Thanks, Dad. Shout out to you, Pops.
Okay. We're going to pretend that didn't just happen.
I'm not cutting it out, though.
I know you're not. Anyway, so... I don't even know how to start this off. How do you dive into such like a broad topic?
Talk
like
about
this?
broads, of course.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna.
They're dames, okay? We gotta be 1930s.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
We gotta talk about our fedoras. Okay, first off, I want to talk about this right now.
Tip.
If we're gonna talk about love, I'm gonna talk about the friend zone for a second. Guess what, boy?
This is at someone low key.
No, this is at everybody. The friend zone ain't a fucking thing. You are not owed a relationship. You are not owed sex just because you spend time with somebody. Okay?
Retweet.
You don't got like a fucking card where once you hit like 10 punches, like, oh, we hung out today, time to punch out a hole. Oh, on the 10th one, we gotta fuck. That ain't how this shit works. People are not required to love you. People are not required to like you. People are not required to date you. So, if you believe in the friend zone, you need to take a long, hard look at yourself. Not the other people, yourself. Because to be in love, it's a two-way street.
True shit.
Don't say oh, I'm in love with them. She needs to date. No. You're enamored with them. You're lusting after them. Mm-hmm. You don't love them. Because tell me what you have in common. Fucking nothing.
Yep.
All I'm saying is that if you're a dude who don't drink a lot and you don't party and you're going after some chick just because she's hot and blonde and parties, it ain't gonna work. Cutting that out, though. For anybody who's a fucking trench coat wearing, trilby wearing, because guess what? That's not a fedora, buddy. That's a trilby. A fedora are those big-ass hats that reporters wore in the 20s. You're wearing a small-ass version called a trilby, and you look dumb. Because if you wear one of those hats with a fucking t-shirt and jeans, you look like a fucking idiot, okay? And you know what? You're not just looking like one. You are a fucking idiot. There are rules to fashion. There are rules.
I follow none of them. I look like a twat all the time. I don't even know the true definition of the word twat, but it just sounded nice.
Twat means pussy.
Well, then that's accurate.
So now you've upgraded. You used to be a foot, now you're a pussy.
I'm a foot and a pussy. I'm pussyfooting.
I would rub both.
God damn.
Sorry to go on that little tangent there.
Oh my god. Speaking of love, Tyler and I are secretly in love. Not even secretly. Just kidding. Yeah. We could have a code name for... Well, I guess... I mean, since he's my boy. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. My boyfriend knows by now that, like he used to get really, really jealous and whatever, but, like, he trusts me now, which is, like, really awesome because, like, I talked to him about it, so I mean, you know. He knows that we just joke. Don't lick that key. It's not vegan. Love. Let's just kind of like who was your first love? You don't have to say names. You can just like describe.
So first love or first crush?
We'll do I mean like crush isn't really love.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, we'll do first love.
That would be my first girlfriend.
Okay.
Who's probably going to listen to this, and that's fine. I mean, some of it's, attributed to the fact that it was, like, the first, like, real girlfriend I had. So it's like, oh my god, love her.
Right.
And, like, that lasted 2 weeks. And then we tried it again, and that was 2 months. And we tried it one more time, and it was a month. The second time was what I consider to be the first time I actually fell in love with somebody. Mm-hmm. Well, we had similar sense of humor. We didn't have, like, the exact same, like, values and ideals.
Right.
We kind of just overlooked it. But, they're still the person that I would consider one of my best friends. Mm-hmm. Like, not even, like, throughout my life, but, like, now. We don't even talk that much anymore. Because we have vastly different lives at this point.
Right.
But, she's someone who I know if I needed to talk to, she's a call away. No matter what. She's my homegirl.
That's cool, though.
Like, the first person I would call my platonic soulmate. Because the first one. You're my one true platonic
I was gonna
soulmate.
say, I'm like, excuse you.
Because you and I are,
Yeah.
like, almost the same person at times.
At times.
All the time.
I was gonna say, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
But yeah, so that would be the first one. Like, I remember the exact moment that I was like, I love this person. No, it was... I was staying, like, the weekend at her apartment, and... No, like, we were just, like, playing fucking, like, Xbox, and just having a good time. And just laying on the floor playing Xbox, looked over, and, like, yep, this is the moment. Like, I love you right now.
I can understand that.
But, you know, it just... We tried at, like, the worst times we should have. Mm-hmm. Timing was just a bitch. It never was the right time. And that's because I don't think there ever was going to be a right time. We were meant to love each other but not fall in love.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And sometimes that's how it is.
I love how we're supposed to be a comedy podcast, and now I'm just getting into, like, fucking...
Thank you! Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Like, we're supposed to be comedy, and I'm just fucking getting into, like, serious shit right now.
I love how in the middle of you trying to be serious, I let out the biggest sneeze.
Shout out to Curtis.
Okay, yeah, that was dedicated. So, okay, I have to interrupt this with, like, completely off topic. My mom's phone, like, took a shit this week, right? And she owned, like, a Samsung, like, old Samsung. She switched to an iPhone. This is so weird, because now her bubbles are blue on my phone. It's freaking me out. I just have to say that. Sorry. That has nothing to do with anything, but it's freaking me out.
Hi, Leah's mom with the blue bubbles.
Hi, shout out to my mom. Her name's Danny. She's a great lady. She deserves it better.
That's the sump pump that I'm about to unplug in about 2 seconds if it does that a lot.
She deserves a better child than me. Anyway, so moving on.
That's the sound of some of the water coming back.
Oh, rad.
Because...
And then...
Okay, so legit... This is legitness. So...
That was legitness.
The fucking pipe that goes out into the yard just goes into, like, this little chasm. Like, it's a tiny little lake. So, it shoots out, but it's raining, right? So, the ground is fucking saturated. So, it just comes right back in. So, I fucking took the hose from the shop vac, and that is hooked up to that out there, so it can go out in the yard.
Oh my god.
But because, like, the pipe that shoots the water out is this big. The shop vac shit is this big.
Yeah.
So the pressure does not equal very well, but it works a little bit.
Right.
It works better than it coming all the way back in.
It's better than nothing.
Me. I'm a step above nothing.
Shut up. You're way better than nothing. You're like a solid something.
It's the nicest thing anyone said to me since high school.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so that's your first love?
Yes. What would your first love be? Is it now?
No. No, I wouldn't say it's now. I mean, he's like the only person that I can imagine myself with now, if that makes sense. Like my boyfriend that I'm with now, I like he's different. I don't know how else to describe him because like it's hard. Stop. Just stop. I'm trying to be serious. You're terrible. I know exactly. I know. Anyway, but like I mean, my boyfriend that I'm with now is the only person I'm actually like planning a future with, if that makes sense. Like he's like the only one that I've actually like. Yeah, like I could be with this like forever. Like I love his family. I love like him as a person, and like he's got some problems, but like who doesn't?
I'm glad that you love him as a person, as if that's not normally something you do. Like, he's an okay boyfriend, his family's cool. As a person, he's kind of shit. But like everything else is fine.
For me, it wouldn't be a shocker, because I've been, anyway. No, my first love was not this. This is gonna suck because he may listen to this. I don't think he does, but it's possible that he will. If you listen to this, you're gonna know who you are, and I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm still cool with this person, by the way. Like, we're still all right as far as I'm concerned. I hold no ill will against this person. Tyler knows this person. Like, Tyler's actually friends with this guy, which, like, don't blame him. He's like, a cool dude. Anyway, I need to stop going off about him. My first love would be, the first guy I dated since my first relationship. So he was my second, like, actual relationship besides, like, me being like, oh, like, I'm talking to this guy. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm talking to him for, like, a few weeks and then, like, nothing. It was like, yeah, we're actually gonna date, whatever. I've touched on this before. The first relationship I was in was very toxic. The guy was, like, emotionally abusive towards me, yada, yada, yada. So, not gonna get too into that because that's just, like, depressing and I'm over it. So, like,
that's gonna be during our traumas episode?
Yeah. During where we talk about everything that's ever happened to us. That list is long.
That episode is strictly just gonna be everything that happened to me in 2017.
Fucking same. Except, like, oh, shit. For real. Anyway, but... So, first relationship after, like, a very toxic one took me, like, 2 years to kind of rebuild myself from that, but, so finally was like, okay, like, I'd liked this guy for a long time, like, a long-ass time, and you can ask anybody. I was like, okay, like, this dude seems really cool, but, like, we're both, like, hella shy and awkward, so we, like, didn't talk to each other forever, and, we, like, talked on Snapchat for, like, a long time, and then, like, we stopped forever, and then, like, we had started talking again, and then we had started dating. And so this guy, like, yeah, he would have been my first, like, we really weren't together for that long, which is why it's ridiculous that I ever, like, had feelings like that. I was like, oh my god, like, I love him, but, like, yeah, I don't know, like, he was kind of my escape, because like, despite, like, rebuilding myself and doing better from last time, it's, like, it was, like, a whole new change for me, because, I don't know, I'm so used to being alone all the time. I'm, like, super independent, and I just do stuff by myself because it's easier. I don't know. But, like, he kind of made that so that I wasn't alone anymore, and, like, I don't know. He was just, like, yeah, he would have been my first one. I don't know how else to describe it without getting, like, really mushy and weird. So, I mean, there's that. Tyler muted his microphone because he's cleaning his glasses. Oh, harder. Ew. But yeah, so there's that. That would be my first love. Was him. We call him Teabag. Now I just exposed who it is.
As if it wasn't obvious to him before.
Oh, it definitely was. I'm sure.
Check out our YouTube episode.
Fucking damn it. Stop.
The swag?
Yes.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
Okay. Here's the thing with me. I hate dates. The majority of people that I've dated, I literally just go over to their house and, like, we chill and watch movies. Because, like, that's just what I like to do.
That counts as a date, though.
I know. But, like, for me, I'm not, like, really a going out person. Like, I don't know. Shout out to social anxiety for that shit. But, the worst date... I don't know if I've ever really been on, like, a bad date. Well, I'm gonna count this as one because it was the first time that, like, we ever hung out. My first boyfriend, the one that I was just talking about, that's, like, yeah, whatever. The first time I ever went over to his house, he kissed me, and I did not want him to kiss me at all. So, like, I was, like, sitting on his bed. He kissed me, very awkward. His mom made us some bomb-ass, like, Reese's cupcakes, though, so it was worth it.
You can make Reese's cupcakes?
Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like a giant chocolate cupcake filled with, like, peanut butter cream filling. It's almost like whipped cream, but tastes like peanut butter. Fucking good. And then, like, the frosting is, like, chocolate and peanut butter. It's, oh, so good. I would die for one.
I literally just came a little bit.
Dude, same. Like, it's fucking good as shit. I still remember the taste of him. That's the only thing I miss from that relationship is his mom. His mom was so fucking awesome. Like, I miss her. she came into where I work, and when I was cashiering at work, and she was like, "Oh, hi, Leah," and she was like nice to me, and I was like, "I miss you so much. You're the only thing I miss from that relationship because she's so sweet, and she's so kind, and she like takes care of everybody when she can't even take care of herself." And it's sad because her husband recently passed away, aka his dad.
Rest in peace.
But they're like really heavy smokers, so he had he had heart problems. He had heart problems when I was dating this guy. So I mean, like 2-3 years later, and he passed away. So that's sad. But anyway, so I guess that would be the worst, even though that's like not that bad. It's just awkward because I didn't know. I'd never really been kissed before. Like the only guy I'd ever kissed was like I was in preschool and this kid like kissed me. But like that was the first. That's the one thing that I hate is that he like took that away from me and other things. But we won't get into that because that's just gonna get depressing.
That's for our trauma episode.
Yes. Anyway.
Coming September 2018.
Anyway. So yeah, I guess that. What about you? Did you hear that? What about you, Tyler? What is the worst date you've ever been on?
I have two that come to mind.
Lick thigh.
Trauma episode. Trauma. Okay, I'm gonna do two. One's a bit shorter than the other. The most recent one. We went to Red Robin. First of all, don't do that. Strictly because of the food.
Red Robin is the worst.
Second, fuck you, Red Robin, because I woke up with food poisoning the next day. Like, super fucking bad. Mm-hmm. That's why you don't order the strawberry lemonade at the end of the shift, because it's all the fucking strawberries they cut up at like 6 in the morning being tossed in there.
Yeah.
Shout out to killing myself with lemonade.
That's my life. Shout out to kill myself with lemonade. Huh. Sound like Johnny Bravo.
And so, like, we finish eating this god-awful food. We go back to her place. Watch 20 minutes of, like, 3 billboards south of whatever the fuck it's called.
That movie's good, though.
Was it 3 billboards south of
it's
Branson,
south
Missouri?
Yeah, something Missouri, but it's good. That's a
Ebbing,
good movie.
right? Ebbing?
Yes.
Yeah, so we watched, like, 20 minutes of that. And then she was like, let's go to bed. And I'm like, okay. And then...
Did y'all fuck?
Oh, I'm getting there.
Oh, shit.
And so, like, she wanted to get down, right?
Me. That's me.
Here's the problem. No goddamn foreplay at all.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but, like, don't expect me to just be, like, up.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got the lights up. I can't see shit. Like, I'm sorry, but... You gotta give me something to work with.
But, dude, like, foreplay is, like, some of the best part.
She didn't even want to make out. We literally we didn't even kiss.
That's fucking bad.
Like, what the fuck? And so then, like
he makes up for it with him.
She gave me, like, the worst hand job of my life.
You told me about this.
Like, I thought she was trying to rip it off. And...
Keep it as a decoy.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Ow.
And it's just like, fucking ow, dude. I'm like, I had to stop her. I'm like, no. Just no.
Just stop.
And then, like, eventually, literally just to shut her the fuck up, I fucked her. Like, just so she'd shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Because it's like, we took like a 10-minute break, and she's like, oh, you already lost it again? Bitch, we've been just laying here for 10 minutes doing nothing. Yeah, I fucking got down. Like, what do you expect? You won't even, like, kiss me or touch me. Like, bitch, you gotta do something. Like, again, we're in the dark. I can't see your shit. Like, and my favorite thing to do in the world, could not do because she didn't like it. And I'm like, what in the fuck?
Why do girls not like that? I have literally talked about this in almost every goddamn episode. That is the best thing in the world. How do you not like it?
Like, okay, ladies, I'm single. I'll eat you out for, like, hours. Just saying.
God, Tyler, I wish I wasn't. I couldn't. I could not. I respect you too much as a friend.
You say that as if it's degrading to me.
It would be.
The most degrading thing I've ever done is, like, had the word slut written across my stomach. Believe me. I can go way worse. I don't know how much of this I'm going to cut out, by the way.
Whoop, gotta go.
But yeah, so then wake up the next day with, like, god-awful food poisoning. Go home. Literally sleep for, like, 18 hours. and wake up to her breaking up with me, which is fine because I was going to do it anyways. Like, I hope you never listen to this, but if you do, money is not more important than love. Just saying. Now, the other one is the worst one I ever went on in high school.
Ugh.
I know this person will never listen to this, but... So it was my date to the winter formal.
Oh, God.
The only time I actually took a date to a dance. I went to, like, very few dances in high school.
I didn't go to...
I was, like, super anti-high school at high school.
Same.
And so we go and, like, we went to the Mexican restaurant for food, and that was okay. And, like, we're in high school, and neither of us had a fucking car, so we're, like, just standing out in the cold waiting for a ride because it's the fucking winter formal. We go to the dance, and, like, we dance, like, you know, a couple times. And then I just legitimately don't see her ever again. For the entire night.
The fuck?
Yeah, and so... it gets better.
Oh, no.
She had a boyfriend at the time.
What?
Yeah. So, like...
Oh.
He was from out of town, so he wasn't there.
Ew.
But, like...
Why?
She doesn't tell me that until we're eating dinner.
Oh my god.
So,
who is this bitch?
and she's like, well, I already promised you before that happened. And it's like... Oh. Okay. Like...
Oh, okay.
You're
We
right,
love you,
because,
Ski-Ski.
like, why did you even feel the need to bring this up? It's not like I was going to ask you out fucking at the dance. So we literally go, we have one dance, don't see her again. So I spend most of the time just sitting at the tables outside the dance floor. Seriously, this was my fucking night.
Yeah.
While I'm looking at these two people, at, like, a few tables down. Not staring at them, but, like, I acknowledge their existence.
Right.
One of them...
Oh, God.
was the person I had the biggest crush on in high school.
Oh.
This is the person why a lot of my passwords are the same word, and it's her first name.
Oh, my God.
And so I'm just, like, sitting there, like, fucking awkward as shit. Just like, man, wish I could ask you to dance, but high school Tyler was a huge fucking pussy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, this is my night, like, being taunted by the fact, like, my date's gone. I watched I waited till it fucking ended. Watched everyone leave, didn't see her. Having to watch the girl that, like, to this day, is probably the biggest stress I've ever had in my life. She comes into work some days with her boyfriend or whatever. Honestly, that still sucks to see.
Oh.
Because, like, we actually probably could have worked. Because, like, we actually were competitive. We would talk in, like, class. And, like, I'm getting way off topic on this story.
It's fine.
But, like, yeah, I just said fucking. And I walked home in the snow. Literally walked home in the... Like, it's snowing. Like, it was actively snowing at the end of the dance. And I walked home in that.
Oh, my God.
And we didn't talk for 2 days. She didn't feel the need to
What the fuck?
call or text.
Or give you an explanation as to where she went.
So, it's 2 days later on fucking MSN Messenger. Shout out to the 2000s, by the way.
God.
And so here's what happened. She's dancing with another guy who tries to kiss her. His girlfriend sees that, and it started a fight, and they all got kicked out.
Oh, my God.
And again, she didn't feel the need to tell me any of that
Yeah.
until 2 days later.
Fuck her, man.
Welcome to my life. Like, my life is just a string of stories of bullshit like that.
You're over here like, and now my baby's dancing, but she's dancing with another man.
Is that a real song?
Yeah. It's When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars. Have you never fucking heard that song?
No, I haven't. Like, I like Bruno Mars, but I can't listen to a lot of Bruno Mars.
This is the ice cold machine.
They'll fight for that white gold.
This one's for the hood girls and good girls. Straight
Masterpiece. Wow. Is it styling?
Styling,
Wildin',
wildin',
living it up in the city.
Got something. I don't know the rest of the words.
I saw... No.
Gotta kiss myself. I'm so pretty. Relatable. Too hot.
Hot damn. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Bruno Mars is our generation's Michael Jackson. For real.
I would agree
He ain't
with
as
that.
big, But he's as much of a showman.
How would you know how big Bruno Mars is?
I sucked him off once. Back of a taxi van in Atlanta, hot Georgia.
Atlanta, hot Georgia. Okay, let me phrase this question in a way. Who do you wish out of the people that you've ever, like, loved that was still in your life? Whether, like, you wish that you were, like, still dating them or, like, wish they were just your friends. Because, like, I don't wish I was still dating someone because, like, I'm in a relationship, so, like, that'd be kind of fucked if I wanted to be dating someone else. But, like, yeah.
So are you asking...
Tyler's gonna kill me right now.
So are you asking, like...
I'm asking, like, if you could have... even if it's, like, more than one of them, like, who out of the people that, like, you've loved, whether it's, like, were in love with or, like, just love, that you still wish were part of your life if they aren't? Like, whether it be, like, as a friend or whether you're, like, still with... I'm targeting Tyler right now, and he knows it. He's like, fuck you.
Okay, to answer your question, because you just want to expose me the fuck up.
Yes, I do. You actually don't have to answer it, like, if you don't want to, because I know who you're gonna say already. You don't have to name names, obviously.
So...
You don't have to...
No, like, it's supposed to be a comedy podcast,
and
dude.
We're getting,
and,
like, really deep today.
This is... Shit.
Tyler and I will not be friends after this episode anymore. He will kill me.
I'm fine with it. So, I'll name a name. It's fine.
Oh, shit.
Hannah.
Oh, you are a fucker.
I mean, like, yeah, it'd be cool to, like, still be friends with Hannah, but that's not...
Yeah.
That's not top priority on that list, for sure.
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Hi, Melissa. That would be my answer, is her. Yeah, that's... Yep.
Can't believe you
I don't know if you'll actually ever listen to this, but if you do, yep, you're the one I would still want in my life. Shit. Like, speaking of, like, our trauma episode, yeah, you're right, like, 2017, like, I split 2017 up into, like, 2 parts. My dad dying, and then, like, what happened between Melissa and I.
My goal was to not, like, make him sad, guys.
No,
God.
like, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I'll save, like, the actual details for the trauma episode.
Yeah. I'm, like,
but,
excited.
Like, what I'll say is, no blame on her part at all. I fucked that up. So bad. Guys, I'm gonna make this little PSA. If you have mental health issues, get them in check. Because I went a long time letting my bipolar depression go unchecked. And a lot of times it would be okay. But when bad shit would happen, it would act up. You know, it acted up a bit when my grandpa died. When my dad passed away, I know I'm not, I don't want to get into, like, all of 2017, but, like, when my dad passed away, it fucked me up. It changed me. And she even said that, I had changed because of it, and I denied it, because I didn't want to, not that I didn't want to, I couldn't see it. Like, the mania parts of it, I would sometimes get into, like, these minor fugue states where, like, things were just fine, everything's good. And I'm not trying to pass off all the blame onto my mental illness. If I'd been, medicated, if I'd been in therapy at that point, things would have played out differently. Even if things ended, they would have ended much more amicably. Amicably? That's a fucked up word.
It is.
Amicably. I'm pretty sure it's how I should pronounce it. But yeah.
Think so.
And, like, things could have ended that way. Again, not to go into too many details this time, I fucked that up. Again, because when you have bipolar depression, it's, bipolar. It's 2 poles. You're either really high or you're really low. It's not necessarily always, like, anger, like the movies and shows would show you. For me, it was either, my highs were, I'm the greatest motherfucker alive, everything's awesome, let's do some crazy shit because I'm untouchable. The bad parts were, you know what? Fuck it. I should just fucking kill myself today. I know we joke about that a lot, but this was straight up knife to the arm every day for 2 months, talking myself out of it. And so, yeah, things just got fucked. And if I could go back in time and unmeet somebody, Melissa, if you listen to this, please know I would unmeet them if I could. I would erase ever knowing that person from my life. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's the person I would want back in my life. Whether it's just to be friends or whatever. Like, I wish we were friends now. There are so many things I just want to tell her. You know, everything that's happened in the last year. We haven't talked in like 9 months or so now. I miss talking to her. I do. And I don't give a shit how fucking serious and bullshit this just turned into. I don't care. If you ever listen to this, please know I'm sorry. I would love to apologize to you much more in depth. Melissa is the person I would want back in my life, for sure. She's the person who was my best friend. Like, I'm sorry, Leah. She was the best friend I've ever had. And it sucks to not have her as a friend at all.
Oh, like, I totally get that. I understand that totally. You're, like, tearing up over there. Oh, my God.
Pass to you, buddy.
So, okay, first off, I just want to address that. I was not expecting you to get, like, as into that as you did, but, like, I'm happy that you did. Because that's, like, really fucking awesome that you can say that, like, on the podcast for everyone that listens to hear the, like, 82 people or so that listen to us. But still, like, that's pretty fucking cool. So kudos to you. I would not have the courage to do that.
One of the things I value in life is self-expression. Mm-hmm. I always tell people everyone has a story. That's a part of my story. She is a big part of my story. Mm-hmm. I would never hide that part of my life from anybody. Even the bad parts. Even the parts where I fucked up. I don't tell that story as if I'm the good guy. Because I wasn't. Mm-hmm. I made a bet, and I lost it. And I lost a lot. But I don't hide any part of who I am or my story. So, I have no problem with saying, yeah, it took a little bit of courage, and a little bit of psyching myself up to do it, but I don't hide who I am, ever.
You shouldn't. I'm proud of you. That's fucking awesome. Kudos to you. I mean, like, I get, like, what you're saying about the best friend thing, because, like, like, not that this is anywhere close to, like, your situation, obviously, like, my current boyfriend and I have not been together as long as you guys were, nearly, hell no, but, like, cause little exposing myself, I was with my current boyfriend before, and I broke things off with him due to the fact that my parents were not happy about the relationship and that other people around me weren't happy about it. And I let other people talk me out of the happiness that I was having, because when people that I care about start to question things, it makes me, like, anxious, and then I question everything myself. So, again, like I said, like, I was totally the bad guy with that. I broke up with him, and then I thought about it for a few days, and then I came back, and luckily he was fucking awesome enough to take me back and give me another chance. And he told me, he was like, when you left, like, it felt like I lost my best friend. Because, like, he really... I don't want to say he doesn't have anyone besides me, but, like, I'm the only person that consistently, like, checks up on him and stuff besides, like, his family. I'm the only one that, like, sits there and wants to be with him and stays with him and talks through things with him and, like, I don't want to say deals with him, because it's not dealing with him. It's working through things with him. Someone that actually wants to sit down and work through things instead of just giving up when things get hard. I'm willing to do that, and he's willing to do that for me as well. So that's pretty fucking awesome. Just had to throw that out there as well.
Yeah, big ups to your boyfriend. He's my boy. You know, when we used to work, you know, essentially together, different shifts, you know, he was a hell of a worker. You know, he's my man. I love that dude. He busted his ass every night for me. And, like, you know, he's cool. We used to talk all the time about, like, shit was going on, because we would see each other, like, in the mornings. I remember him being excited to buy his house and everything. I remember that. You know, he's a cool dude. Bought a pack of cigarettes one time.
He gets so excited about things. Like, the other day, we were putting up... He bought these lights from Walmart. They're, like, color-changing ones. They look really cool. But he was putting them up in his game room, and, like, he had finished putting them up, and he was, like, messing with the lights and changing colors, and he was, like... He wasn't, like, excited, but he was, like, just happy that it was done, and he was, like, changing colors. He's like, oh, my God. He's like, Leah, look at this. It looks so cool. And I'm like... That was one of those, like, okay, yeah, like, I love you moments. I was, like, dying. I was like, ugh. Love's weird. Is this the love episode, or is this our trauma episode? But yeah, love is weird. And I don't know why we chose to do this topic, but I thought it'd be interesting to hear about. And it was, like...
We're not done yet.
I know, we're not.
So... Are there any exes you would like
God
back in your
damn
life?
It! God damn it! I don't want to answer this question.
I mean, you kind of already did a little bit.
Did.
Well, no, like that's getting cut out.
But that's getting cut out, so...
But, like, earlier in the episode, you kind of touched on it.
There are a lot of people that I haven't dated that I've, like, grown distant from just because, like, we just stopped talking. Obviously, number one would be Teabag. I always want him to be in my life, and not, like, romantically or anything, like, not like that, just, like, as a friend, because, like, we were friends before. We, like, barely talked to each other because we're both shy and awkward as fuck, but, like, we were friends, and, like, we used to talk, and, like, I feel like I got to know him, like, over Snapchat and stuff, and, like, the stuff that he enjoyed, like, I liked learning about, and, like, he liked talking to me about stuff, so, like, if I could have one person, like, still in my life and have it, like, not be awkward, like, it would for sure be him. Like, I just want him, like, as a friend in my life, because he's a good dude, and he doesn't know what he wants, but, like, he's a good person. Like, he's not a piece of shit.
He's a teenager.
That's true. He's a 19-year-old that thinks with the head of his brain instead of his brain. The head of his brain. Whatever the fuck.
He thinks more with his engine block.
He lets the Supra do the deciding.
His love is supernatural.
God fucking damn. I am gonna go die. But no, yeah, for sure. Teabag all the way. For sure.
I'm gonna just on the fucking floor, honestly.
I mean, there's this one guy that I talked to that, like, I still wish I had as a friend. Like, he's tried reaching out to me, but I'm just like, hell no, because, like, he completely ghosted me because of some petty shit that J-Lo did. Have I told you this story? I was talking to a guy. His name is... We'll bleep out his name. His name's... He has a girlfriend now, but, like, we were talking my junior year of high school. He was the only guy that I'd ever really, like, was like, I want to date you after, like, I'd had my first, like, boyfriend or whatever, so... We never actually dated, but we talked for a long time. So, I mean, not that that's, like, anything, but, you know... I would want him in my life again, like, just as a friend, because, like, he was a cool dude, and, like, he was funny, and he made me laugh, and whatever, so, like, for sure, that guy. But other than that, I don't know if I'd want, for sure would not want, I don't want anything to do with my first boyfriend. He's tried reaching out to me, and I cut him off, because his behavior, unless I see a change, I don't want any part of that. I don't respect a guy who lays his hands on me without my consent, and I especially do not respect a guy who tells me he's going to kill himself if I ever break up with him. He's still here, by the way, so, But,
that reminds me of a guy I need to talk about on an episode.
But, yeah. So, those are the only two guys that I would ever want, honestly, like, back in my life, just as friends. The number one still obviously being Teabag, because I don't know, like, I would go on, like, a little mini rant about how I just think he's an amazing person, and, like, he dealt with me relationship wise being clingy as fuck for, like, a month and a half that we were together, which it wasn't even that long, but, like, I was always over at his place, and, like, I was always asking him to come over, and it had to be so fucking annoying, but he still, like, dealt with it. And even though, like, he broke up with me, he did it in, like, the nicest way that he possibly could. And, like, he was super nice about it. And he, like, hugged me afterwards. And, like, obviously I was upset, but, like, we ended on, like, decent terms as far as breakups go. Like, he was super fucking nice about everything. And he never treated me badly. And, like, his mom was fucking awesome. She still is fucking awesome. Like, I don't know. He's like, that's...
Yeah, I love his mom, too.
Yeah.
Like, she's the best.
She's so fucking awesome. Like, that's the one... That is the, like, number one person that I still wish that I was, like, that close with.
Him or his mom?
Both.
Like, she still comes into work and, like, talks to me. And I'm like...
She talks to me. Like, she'll be like, hi. And I'm like, oh, you're an angel. Like...
And it just makes me that much more upset when he'd yell at her on Xbox.
What?
Dude, he was a fucking dick to her.
Teabag. We do not yell at our mothers in this house.
Teabag! How dare you! You son of a bitch!
We do not yell at our mothers in this house. Oh my god. I can't. You know what we should do? This is really random, but I just saw someone go live on Instagram that our New Regrets page follows. We should go live on Insta sometime and see if people would watch.
We actually have way more followers on that. We have more followers on Instagram than Twitter and Facebook combined.
Hell yeah. How many do we have? It's because you follow everyone back on Instagram. I'm a jerk and don't follow people back.
I actually like follow them first, so they'll follow us back. So you kind of just touched on what I wanted to ask next. Who would you never want back in your life? And why?
I did already kind of touch on it, but you know what? Fuck it. Since we're talking about this, I'm going to dive into this a little bit more. Obviously, I already talked about the emotional abuse and shit. First relationship, break it down in the simplest form that I can so that it kind of makes, I guess, more sense, even though it kind of probably already makes sense. I don't know. I just feel like I need to touch on it more. Dated this guy for 4 months. The entire 4 months, he basically tried to move too fast, would kiss me, touch me, kind of without my permission. I'd tell him to stop. He would laugh it off, basically say that I'm joking. So, you know, kind of basically touch me without my consent. Very manipulative, basically told me if I ever broke up with him, he'd kill himself, or that he'd go back to cutting himself, or, like, doing things if, like, I ever tried to leave him, or if I did stuff that he didn't want, he would try to control me. Like, if my girlfriends would touch me, he would get jealous, and he'd be like, oh, you're gonna leave me, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, very toxic relationship, breaking it down in the simplest form that I can. I never want anything to fucking do with that guy ever again. I don't give a shit if he's changed. I want nothing to do with him. Like, if he's changed, great, awesome. Like, you can change and be with better people, I hope, but don't expect me to ever come back in your life. Like, I forgive you for what you did. I hope you can forgive yourself, but I want nothing to do with you. Like, you stay out of my life. Like, I don't need that. I don't want it. I wish you the best, but the best doesn't have to do with me. So, yeah. That's, like, the one person that I would never... God. Fuck you.
I wish you the best, but fuck you.
Yeah. I wrote a lot about that in my depression journal. I should have you read it sometime. The last note I ever wrote about him in there. Pretty powerful shit.
I would love to read it. On air.
No. I mean, some of it I would, but not most of it.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. If I can read some of it on air, we can put some of my first podcast on a show.
Yes! Okay, fine. Deal for sure.
Side note, I found all of the original podcasts that I did back in 2008. And...
they're gold. They are gold.
They are...
straight fire.
They are pieces of shit spray-painted gold.
They're the best. I would die.
Some of them I can't even play on here because, like... I was a far different person then, and said way worse shit. So, since you're not going to ask, I'm going to ask myself.
No, who is one person you would not want in your life again?
I'm going to put something together here. Any of my exes from Texas. Because I got 2 of them. And...
all my exes living there.
No, so those are the 2. I won't get into them. One I kind of brushed upon earlier. Love is more important than money. Love is more important than anything. Money is less important than everything. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one, no, I will not even talk about. I don't like to acknowledge their existence. Fuck, no. Mm-hmm. But also, I want to go back to a previous question about who I would want back in my life. Melissa obviously being number 1. Number 2 is someone I legitimately forgot about until just now.
Oh no.
I've had more online relationships than I'd care to admit to. But there was a girl in Florida.
Is it Alejandro?
I wish.
Damn.
He's number 3. There was a girl in Florida who, honestly, we never exchanged real names the entire time. So, short bus, if you ever hear this, which you won't, hope the JROTC went well for you back in 2007. Hope you're having a good life now. You were actually really cool. Wish I would have added you on Facebook when I saw you 2 years later, for some reason. But yeah, you were awesome. You know, yeah, she's cool. I keep forgetting about that. Like my arm.
Yeah, your fucking red squiggles. Ew, 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 ew. No, that sounds like 2 very dry people trying to have unsuccessful sex. No, that's what good. Oh no, that's what good shit sounds like. Stirs mac and cheese. That's what good pussy sounds like. L'amor! Oh my god.
I'm still a piece of garbage.
Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I love that one.
That's a big mood.
I showed that to today.
We gotta have code names for people that work in our department. We have Teabag. Ski doesn't work in our department anymore, so that's calm. Tyler just broke his neck.
Yeah, I did.
Don't mind me.
We got,
we have Brebe. Yeet.
No comment.
Who will,
Who will Curtis be?
The big D. That's what we're calling it. Curtis, everybody already fucking knows about Curtis. Kurt, skirt.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Do my dance on your dick. Oh, I know you love shit.
Let me smell your dick. Have you ever
Country
heard that?
boy, I love you.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Ski.
And Trebe.
Oh, ew. Country boy, I love you. I hate that video because you know what? That girl was me when I was that age. I would have been this. I would have looked at
You were such a horse girl.
I would have looked at a guy in a cowboy hat and been like, ooh. I'd be like, you can spur me anytime. Like, I was gross.
Shout out to Chris.
Thank you for calling me the hottest girl in I'm Desperado.
Despacito. I don't fucking know the words, so I say Cheetos.
Okay, Shane Dawson. I just spit everywhere.
And dropped your fucking phone.
Did you hear it smack my leg? Oh! Ow! That's what good pussy sounds like.
And that's what it sounds like when her boyfriend's balls hit her leg.
No.
I know. They hit your taint.
Yep.
How the fuck do we end this one? Like, honest to God, how?
It's a love story, baby. Just stay the fuck out of it because love is a lot. A lie? Are you calling me a liar?
No, I just...
The fuck? You're supposed to say, I ain't calling you a truther.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it. We could have ended it like that, but you fucked it up. Here, I'll end it like this. Are you ready?
No.
Country boy, I love you. Ah.
See you next week, fuckers.